it's very, very annoying. I'm just keeping everything a buck with you, because I teach on these issues, and it seems as though people just don't get it. I made a video titled "The True Understanding of Deuteronomy chapter 21 verse 14 through 17 regarding polygyny," and it was about an issue of a man who had a wife who was pretty much the one he loved, and another wife whom he hated. And the issue in the scriptures was about the inheritance and how it is to be distributed to the firstborn, right? And I broke down that video very, very good, so that people can understand that if a man have a wife that he hates, pretty much a wife who is not serving him well, a wife who is disobeying him, of course he is not going to love her like the wife that is doing well. It's just that simple. Nobody is going to praise someone who is not serving them. That's like you're at work and you don't work. You're not a good worker, but you're expecting your supervisor to treat you like he treat the worker who's doing well. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody's going to respect you because you don't respect yourself, nor do you respect the company. You understand? So a sister came in there and she wrote a comment. And this comment, you know, I get these kind of comments all the time. And it's crazy because when we think about polygyny, the only thing a woman seems to be concerned about is money. And that right there is just clear proof that a lot of women are just not even ready. They're not even ready for a regular relationship. Because if your primary focus is what a man can afford, then you're not interested in really serving him. You're just interested in using him. And that's just the truth. On this channel, I keep everything 100% raw. I don't sugarcoat anything. This video is not an attack on the sister, but you must understand that as a sister, when you come to my channel and you ask questions, I'm not going to tickle your ears. I'm not going to give you some light work answer. I'm going to give you truth. And the truth is harsh. The truth is real. The truth is something you cannot deny. Now, let's read what you said, and then I'm going to go in on different issues, because you made 2 comments, and in those 2 comments, I want to make things very, very clear so that no one will ask me these questions again, because it's very annoying when women continually ask these questions. The following question is what the sister wrote. She said, "Here's the thing. Oddly enough, I've never been against a man having more than one wife. I think my main concern as a woman is, can a man assure that he won't show favoritism towards either of the wives? What if he wants 2 wives yet can't afford 2 wives? I would love to talk to men who are in these polygynous marriages and ask them." Now, there are 2 issues with your comment. One, insecurity, and the other one, greed. Insecurity and greed. I'm just calling it what it is. Right? Let's say I got a wife, right? I'm checking you out. I want to make you my wife. I want you. You understand? But yet, your main concern, no, notice, you're not concerned with me. You're not concerned with serving me. You're not concerned with being a wife. You're not concerned with building with my wife in terms of being a sister wife. You're not concerned with the responsibilities of a wife. You're not concerned with the fact that we have children and we're going to need your help on raising the children so that you can help my wife to make things easier, as well as help me to make my life easier. You're not concerned with none of that. The first thing you're concerned about, based on your comment, your main concern is, as a woman, can a man assure? That's very, 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 very serious, because you want a man to assure. Now, to want a man to assure something clearly says a lot, because your main concern is not to serve me. Your main concern is not to be a wife. Your main concern is, can a man assure that he won't show favoritism towards either of the wives, which mean you have insecurities. Basically, that's what it is, sister. You have insecurities, which mean you're not going to be a good fit in any polygynous union because your concern is insecurities. And a man really don't have time to be playing with your emotions. If you're going to come into a polygynous union, you have to be a woman who's secure within yourself. You have to be the type of woman who come into the union because you want to serve. It's just that simple. If you want to serve that man, you like that man, you are sexually attracted to that man, you like his leadership, you like the fact that he is a man who make moves, he get things popping, he's on the grind, he's a provider, he has wisdom, strength, you know, he's not a pushover, he's there for a purpose, he's a father, he loves his wives, but you're more concerned with, can that man assure that he won't show favoritism? Let's talk about favoritism. If you're concerned with a man showing favoritism, then you're not even ready to be a mother. And I mean that with all sincerity. Why? Because every mother have her favorite child. Every father have his favorite child. Favoritism versus favorite child is a whole different topic. You have to understand that favoritism is pretty much the practice of a person given, I guess, a person special treatment, right? Special treatment based on other scenarios or issues that that person provide, and it's like they're able to get away with stuff that normally you can't get away with. That would be the true meaning of favoritism. It's pretty much the practice of giving unfair, you see, given unfair preferential treatment. You understand? That's what favoritism is. So if your main concern is, as a woman, can a man assure that he won't show favoritism towards either of the wives, your main concern should be whether or not that's a righteous man. Because favoritism is the practice of giving unfair preferential treatment to one person's or you know, one woman, or you know, whatever the case is, at the expense of another. In other words, you and my wife, let's say I want the house clean, right? But instead I told my wife she could just go outside and cut the grass, which is an easy task, but I want you to tidy up the entire house by yourself with no help. That's showing favor. And cut the grass, which is an easy task, but I want you to tidy up the entire house by yourself with no help. That's showing favoritism, because I didn't break down the chores, I didn't break down the responsibilities, and I'm doing it at the expense of you suffering, because I'm trying to make you work harder to make her life easier. Do you see that? That's favoritism. I would be a wicked man to do that. So any man that is practicing favoritism in a marriage is most likely a man who is unfair. Remember, favoritism is unfair. Now, there's a difference between favoritism and having a favorite wife. Because I think exactly what you're really referring to is having a favorite wife. And if that's your point, then you don't need to be married to no man. Because as I've said in many of my videos, a man is never going to be with one woman for the rest of his life. If you try to get into a monogamous union with a man in hopes that you're going to be his wife and only his wife, be mindful that he will have other women on the side somewhere. Even if he's faking like he's just with you, even if he's faking like, baby, I just love you, you're the only one, that's a lie. He's lying to you. I'm telling you he's lying to you, because if I was with you, I will have another woman on the side. Because there's a lot of men that play the monogamy game because there's a particular sister they want. And the sister is like, look, you're not going to have me unless it's just me. But the brother really liked this woman. So he'll go along with the whole monogamy thing in hopes that he would be able to get the woman.
This motherfucker gonna really... Shit. You gotta walk inside.
Her, and for whatever reason, he'll give the impression that he's just with her, but he have other women on the side. And, you know, you don't want a man living like problem for you, because he may end up, you know, getting another woman pregnant, and then, you know, other issues happen, and it's just not the way to live. A man should not be hiding women.